Hello, everyone. Today, we delve deep into an essential topic through the lens of Buddhism: the characteristics of an empowering woman versus a destructive woman. This exploration isn't just about labeling or categorizing people, but about understanding the core qualities that lead to personal growth, harmony, and fulfillment in life. As we reflect on these teachings, I invite you to consider how they can apply to your own daily actions and mindset. Let's take a journey into the wisdom of the Buddha and explore the qualities that define a truly empowering woman. The empowering woman, confidence rooted in compassion. At the core of what makes an empowering woman is self-confidence. But it's not the self-confidence born from pride or arrogance. It's the confidence that arises from compassion and a deep understanding of others. In Buddhism, this type of confidence is rooted in wisdom and empathy. One of the most iconic figures in Buddhist history is Mahāmāyā, the mother of the Buddha. She embodied the very essence of compassion and selflessness. Her life provides a perfect example of how an empowering woman contributes positively to society. Mahāmāyā's legacy was built on her commitment to helping others. In times of great crisis, such as when a plague struck the village, she didn't sit idly by. Instead, she visited the sick, helped the needy, and offered prayers for their well-being. She didn't just help with material needs, but also extended emotional support, creating a deep sense of connection and healing among the people. Her actions were driven by compassion, an intrinsic understanding of others' suffering, and a willingness to act for their benefit. This compassion was not confined to isolated moments, but permeated her entire way of being. Mahāmāyā believed in the power of education to change lives. She didn't just talk about its importance. She actively taught the children in her village, empowering them with knowledge that would shape their futures. Her dedication to selflessly serving others was not a simple act of kindness. It was a manifestation of deep wisdom and patience. In the face of hardship, Mahāmāyā was unwavering. Her actions showed that a woman's strength lies not only in her ability to lead, but in her ability to lift others up, share wisdom, and provide unwavering support. For anyone seeking to embody the ideal traits of an empowering woman, Mahāmāyā serves as a beacon. It's about sharing the richness of your inner self with the world, offering love, wisdom, and support to those around you. True strength doesn't come from material success, but from the ability to inspire and uplift others. Qualities of an empowering woman: patience, integrity, and wisdom. Patience, wisdom, and integrity are essential to the empowering woman. Patience is not merely waiting for things to happen, but enduring hardship with grace and maintaining calmness in the face of adversity. It is the ability to keep your composure, no matter the external circumstances. Wisdom, as taught by the Buddha, goes beyond knowledge. It's about understanding the deeper truths of life and responding to situations with clarity and insight. It's the ability to see beyond appearances, to discern what truly matters, and to act from a place of deep understanding. Integrity, or sincerity, is another fundamental trait. An empowering woman is someone whose words align with her actions. She doesn't just talk about honesty, she embodies it. Her sincerity builds trust and respect, allowing her to cultivate deep, meaningful relationships with others. When you live with integrity, your influence grows not through force or coercion, but through the trust and respect you earn. People gravitate towards sincerity, and it creates a ripple effect, enhancing your relationships and contributing to the greater good of the community. The destructive woman: the dangers of greed and self-centeredness. On the other hand, the destructive woman is often marked by negative traits such as greed, anger, ignorance, jealousy, and hypocrisy. These qualities not only prevent personal growth, but also disrupt the harmony in relationships and communities. Let's consider the story of Aya, a figure from ancient Buddhist teachings. She was born into a wealthy family and was admired for her beauty, but her life was marked by deep dissatisfaction and greed. Rather than seeking fulfillment through compassion or wisdom, she pursued material wealth and power. Her beauty and wealth became her obsession, and she sought to acquire more at any cost. Her behavior became increasingly selfish, and her focus on external validation led her to harm those around her. She manipulated people for her own gain, used others for her own benefit, and ignored the consequences of her actions. Over time, this created distance between her and those who once admired her, leading her to live a life of isolation and regret. Aya's story is a powerful reminder of how destructive greed and self-centeredness can be. These traits cloud judgment, create unnecessary suffering, and sever meaningful relationships. As Aya's life shows, living solely for personal gain often leads to emptiness and loneliness. No matter how much wealth or power one acquires, it cannot bring true happiness or fulfillment if it comes at the expense of others. Greed is a dangerous trait because it blinds people to what truly matters. It often leads to unhealthy comparisons and jealousy, and over time, it can erode a person's character and relationships. Anger, ignorance, and hypocrisy, seeds of destruction. Another destructive quality is anger. A woman who frequently acts from a place of anger is often reactive, allowing her emotions to dictate her actions rather than responding thoughtfully and mindfully. This type of behavior erodes trust and causes conflict in relationships. Ignorance or lack of understanding is another dangerous trait. When we act without wisdom or knowledge, we make decisions that can hurt ourselves and others. Ignorance leads to misunderstandings, poor decisions, and an inability to grow. Hypocrisy is another negative quality that contributes to the breakdown of relationships. A hypocritical woman might portray one thing to the outside world, yet act in opposition to her words when no one is watching. This leads to a loss of trust and creates an environment of insincerity, which can be toxic to both the individual and the people around her. These negative traits, greed, anger, ignorance, jealousy, and hypocrisy, form a cycle that traps a person in suffering. By focusing solely on one's own desires and disregarding the needs of others, one ultimately loses the very things they seek: love, respect, and true happiness. The path to transformation: cultivating the traits of an empowering woman. How can we shift from the destructive traits toward those that empower and uplift us and those around us? The answer lies in self-reflection, growth, and a commitment to change. The first step is to recognize and accept our negative traits. We all have them, and it's important not to shy away from them, but to face them honestly. Once we acknowledge these destructive traits, we can start working on replacing them with positive ones. Buddhism teaches that mindfulness and meditation are essential tools for transformation. By cultivating awareness of our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we can better control our reactions and make choices that align with our higher values. Over time, this mindfulness becomes second nature, allowing us to act with more compassion, patience, and wisdom. Additionally, cultivating wisdom through study, learning, and reflection is key. The more we understand the teachings of the Buddha and apply them in our daily lives, the more we can transcend negative qualities and embody the traits of an empowering woman. It's also crucial to surround ourselves with positive influences and seek out relationships that inspire and support our growth. Building a community of like-minded individuals can provide a strong foundation for personal transformation as we learn from each other and support one another's journeys. Conclusion: embrace the Buddha's teachings to become the best version of yourself. In conclusion, Buddhism teaches us that the qualities of an empowering woman are rooted in compassion, wisdom, patience, integrity, and the ability to uplift others. By embracing these values, we can transform our lives and contribute to a more harmonious world. On the other hand, destructive traits such as greed, anger, ignorance, jealousy, and hypocrisy only lead to suffering and isolation. By recognizing these traits within ourselves and working to overcome them, we can shift toward a more positive and fulfilling path. As we strive to embody the qualities of an empowering woman, let us remember the words of the Buddha. The path to true happiness and fulfillment lies in serving others, cultivating wisdom, and acting with integrity. By doing so, we create not only a better life for ourselves, but also a better world for everyone. Thank you for joining me in exploring these profound teachings. May we all continue to grow and evolve, embracing the wisdom of the Buddha as we move forward in our lives.